Hello and welcome back. My name is Kenny, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the LiFi widget to implement cross-chain bridging and token swapping functionalities into your dApps or into your web applications. I've started us off with a simple Next.js web app, and at the moment, if I click Start Swapping, it takes us to the swap page, but nothing is here at the moment and nothing has happened yet. So the idea is to build out this functionality with you on this tutorial so that you can learn how to do the same thing in your own applications. So let's get started, and I will see you in the next step. So the first step, read the documentation, obviously, and then we can install the widget into our web app. If you come down to install widgets, you will get the npm command to install that widget. If you want to build a more robust application, you want to install all of these packages, and these are the documentation for what they are and what you can use them for. For the purposes of this demonstration, I will be needing only the first one, the LiFi Widget package. So I will take that and I will then install it into my web application. In a new terminal, I'm going to paste the command that I copied. Awesome. With the installation done, the next thing we want to do is import and use it inside of our swap page. And if you scroll down the documentation, you would find a very basic example that will get you started. So let's copy this import and put that right in our app. And the next thing we want to do is to define the widget config, which we already imported right here. So let's do that here. And now we want to use this to render the actual widget to our users, which is what we have here. So I will copy this and paste it right below this line. I see there's an error here, which shows us that something is missing. Integrator is missing. So let's add the integrator property. So my app is Swapper, so I will call it Swapper. And then I would also replace this with Swapper to keep it consistent, and I will save that. And just by doing that, I already have a working UI interface that my users can use to start swapping on my app. And let's go check it out. If I go back to Swapper, I immediately see the widget rendered on my app, and I can select a source chain, let's say from Ethereum, USDT on Ethereum, and I want to swap to ETH, and let's give this maybe, and now I should get some quotes back from LiFi, and I do. And the first one is usually the best one. It gives you the best return value and the fastest time of execution. You can also show all to see more quotes, see if you want to check out other quotes. So by doing what I've just done, I already have a fully functional, secure, and industry standard swap interface that I can give to my users to perform actions on my app. But it doesn't end there. You can continue to further customize and improve the functionalities of the widget, as we're going to do now. There are multiple variants of the widget. At the moment, we have the standard variant, but we can also swap out that to a wider variant that would give us the ability to see the quotes on a different model as opposed to have everything inside of one. So let's actually do that. I will add a new property here called variant, and I will set the value to wide. And when I save that, what you would notice happen on the UI is that the quotes now appears on a separate model, which is a better user experience for my users because they have more visibility into what's going on across board. We can also take this a step further with a sub-variant that would allow us to have the swap UI be different from the bridge UI. Let's go ahead and do that. So I can add a sub-variant here and set the value to split. And when I save that, we should now have a swap UI here with a bridge UI, both being different and very focused to what they do individually. So the obvious thing that stands out to me at this point is that the widget looks a little different from the rest of my app. It uses a blue accent color as opposed to my primary accent colors. So what I want to do is change that and make it look more in line with my brand identity. So to do that, we can further improve on it by adding a new property to the team object here. Okay. I'm going to put the palette here. If I spelled that right. And then I can have both primary and secondary colors So this is going to be a main, and I can specify my accent color. If I save this, the button should change to an orange, and also this floating up action button here. The reason why this is important is you want to maintain consistency if you're integrating the widget into an existing dApp or into an existing web application, as it is the current case. This tutorial is intended to help you quickly get started with the widget, understand the things that you need to do to get it working inside of your application and inside of your dApps. And I hope this has been helpful. In the next tutorial, we're going to cover them in more detail, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you very much, and bye.